Fine. How are you, Lana? Welcome to our today's learning session. We want us to continue with the bills. We want us to understand more about bills. I hope you are okay. You are set for the learning session. I'm going to explain the 3 questions. After explaining, now it is up to Lana to do that work exactly the way your teacher explained. Now, question number 1. We have here, can try both the following items. 3 loaves. Of course, loaves of bread at 45 shillings. 4 bars of soap for 250 shillings. 1 3/4 kilogram of sugar at 120 shillings per kilogram. Then a 2 kilogram tin of margarine at 119 shillings. Lana, these are the terms I would like us, or I would like you to understand and get their differences well. We have this earth. Earth is the same as this symbol here. They mean the same thing. That means each. 4 means all. At. Then we have A means 1. From our question here, 3 loaves at 45 shillings. Do we multiply or we don't multiply by 3? Yeah, we are multiplying because we have 3 loaves of bread. Each was bought at 45 shillings. Please, Lana, don't set a question for yourself. Don't cancel 45 and you say that the price for bread is normally 50 shillings. That is wrong. You work out what it is appearing in the question. 4 bars of soap for 250 shillings. 4. Are we going to multiply or we don't multiply? Of course, we are not going to multiply because 4 means all. All. 4 bars of soap for 250 shillings. 1 3/4 kilogram of sugar at 120 shillings per kilogram. At is also appearing here as now a symbol. What do? We multiply the number of kilograms bought by the price per kilogram. We have 1 3/4. What do? We are going to change into an improper fraction. We shall take 4 times 1 plus 3. Then you'll multiply by 120 shillings. A 2, listen, Lana, a 2 kilogram tin of margarine at 120 and 90 shillings. Are we going to multiply or we don't multiply? We are not going to multiply. Why? You ask yourself, how many items were bought? Only 1. 1 tin of margarine. That means we shall only add 190 shillings. Very good. How much did he pay? Question A. That means you are going to add the cost of all the items. And that one will be the total amount paid. Let's go to B. He gave the shopkeeper 1,000 shillings what was his balance. How do we get the balance? We are going to subtract the cost of all the items from 1,000. Then you are going to get the balance. See, if he paid using 2 500 shilling notes, what was his balance? Lana, there is no difference between C and B, because in C we have 2 500 shilling notes. How much is that one in total? It will be what? 2 times 500. What do we get? Still, we will get 1,000 shillings. That means we subtract the total cost of all the items from 1,000 shillings. Fine. Let's go to question number 2. It reads, Mwakio, I hope, bought these items. Mwakio bought these items. Bought these items. What were the items? Mwakio bought these items. 3 kilograms of sugar at 120 shillings. 3 kilograms of sugar. At is here. Are we going to multiply or we don't multiply? We are going to multiply. What? The number of kilograms bought by the price of each kilogram. That means 3 times 120. 4 crates of soda for 750 shillings. We have the term for. 4. Do we multiply or we don't multiply? We don't multiply because 4 means all at. That means all the 4 crates of soda were bought at 750 shillings. Next, now here we have a decimal. That means 2.5 kilograms of flour at 70 shillings. Now, the decimal point here is just there to confuse you or to challenge you as a learner. But you need to know that this one is the same as 2.5. So you're going to take 2.5 or 2.5 times 70. You're going to get the total amount that was spent on flour. 3 loaves for 50 shillings. Just see, 3 loaves for 50 shillings. Please don't assume that 50 is supposed to be the price for 1 loaf. Please don't assume by setting a question for yourself. You answer what the examiner has given you. So, are we going to multiply 3 by 50? No. Why? The term that is used here is for. And for means all at. That means all the 3 loaves were bought at 50 shillings. A, how much did he pay? B, he paid using 3 500 shilling notes. What was his balance? Now, you need to be so much keen here. When you have 3 500 shilling notes, how much is that? Lana? That one, you're going to take 3 times 500. Of course, you will have 1,500 shillings. Then you subtract the total cost of items from 1,500 shillings, and you get your balance. Now, question 3, we have it here. It reads, Mary bought the following items from the shop. 3 kilograms of flour at 55 shillings. We have this symbol, which means at. What do? We are going to multiply, because we said earlier, at, you have to multiply. You get the total items bought multiplied by the price per item. That means 3 times 55. You will get the total cost for flour. 2 kilogram packets of salt for 50 shillings. For 50 shillings. Are we going to multiply? Of course. Somebody somewhere is saying no. We shall not multiply because 4 means all. 2 bars of soap at 105 shillings. Do we multiply? Yes. We shall take 2 times 105. Next, 1.5 should be liters. 1.5 liters. Liters. 1.5 liters. Fine. Of what? Liters. Of kerosene at 85 shillings. That means we are going to multiply. We shall take 1.5 multiplied by 85. If you want to work out that question, probably you're going to change 1.5 into an improper fraction. That means 2 times 1 plus 1. You're going to get 3 halves multiplied by 85, and you get the total amount. She gave the shopkeeper a 1,000 shillings. 1,000 shillings. How much did she receive as the balance? Fine. You are going to get the total amount, then you subtract from 1,000 shillings. You need to be very keen with this question, because somewhere you are going to have cents. Please, can you be very keen when you are subtracting the cents? Have done the explanation. You are supposed to use the knowledge attained to work out these questions. Question 1, question 2, and question 3. Then after, you will submit your book to your school for marking. After, we will continue with the next session next time. I wish you well wherever you are. Hope you will do that work the way I have told you. See you in our next lesson.